let's look at this WAEC question as we have here that figure 1 shows an elevation of a rectangular block resting on its breadth 80. Draw full size in first angle orthograph projection the question Roman figure 1 given view, Roman figure 2 plan, Roman figure 3 end view in direction of ROY. Okay, so here we have the figure as we have the elevation of the rectangular block. So we have the length of this rectangle to be 80 millimeters and the width is 50 millimeters. Then the length down here is at angle 30 degrees to the horizontal, and this is ROY from which we are to produce the end elevation. Alright, so as we have it here, so what we are to do first is to replicate what we see here. That is the first thing that we are to do. Alright, so let's go and see how we can replicate it. So what we are to do is that we are going to draw a short horizontal line. So here we have a short horizontal line here. And then with the 30 degree side of the set square, we are going to draw a line in this direction. So we draw a line in this direction. And then, so if this line is at angle 30 degrees to the horizontal, let me bring a diagram. So we have this line to be at angle 30 degrees to the horizontal. So at what angle is this line to the horizontal? So it will be angle 60 degrees, so that the angle between this length and this width will be 90 degrees. So we have to use 60 degree side to draw this line. Okay, so we take the 60 degree side of the set square, so I can make use of this. So we are going to draw a line in this direction. All right, so now, so we can now take the length. So the length is 80 millimeters. So if I take 80 millimeters from this point, so here we have this to be 80 millimeters. So this is 80 millimeters. And then here I will take 50 millimeters from this point up. So this is 50 millimeters here. All right, so then, so we are going to position the set square like this. Okay, so position the set square like this, and then we draw a line in this direction. So we draw a line in this direction, and then and from this point like this, so I'm going to connect this point together with this. Okay, so here we have the given view. So I'm going to number the points on the given view. So I want this point to be 0.0. So this is 0. Okay, so I have 0 here, and this is 0.1, this is 0.2. So and here is 0.3 here. So I have this to be 0.3. All right, so having done that, we have answered question from our figure 1 that says we should draw the given view. We have produced the given view. So now, so let us go and see the next thing that we have to do. We want to draw the plan now. So that is question Roman figure 2 says we should draw the plan. So how can we draw the plan? So what we are to do to draw the plan, so I need to get a set square. Okay, so what we have to do is that, so we are now looking at the object in this direction. Okay, so by the time I'm looking at the object in this direction, I mean the whole solid, I'm looking at it in this direction. I'm going to see this corner. So I will see this corner. There's a line at this corner that I'm going to see. Okay, then I will also see a line at this corner. Okay, and then don't forget that this is a rectangular block. So just assume that you have the solid before you. Okay, so that's what we want to bring out the plan of the whole solid. Okay, so there's a line at this point. Okay, that will be connecting 1 1 together. Okay, so 1 1 prime together, and we have a line at this point that will be connecting 2 prime together, and also at this point that will be connecting 3 prime together, and then a line at this point that will be connecting 0 0 prime together. Okay, so by the time I'm looking at it in this direction, okay, I will see the line at this point. I will see the line at this point, and I will also see the line at this point, but this one will be hidden from me. So that's what we are going to bring out for the plan. So let's see how we can work that out. So what we are to do here, so we come to this point here, and we are going to draw a vertical line from this point. Draw a vertical line down like this. Okay, then come to this point 0 here. Also, so draw a vertical line. Draw a vertical line from this point down. Okay, we have this, and then come to this point 2 here. So this point 2, and draw a vertical line. So draw a vertical line down here. So we have a vertical line drawn from this point, and then come to this end here, this point 3, and draw a vertical line like this. Okay, so then come up here and then you draw horizontal line. Just come down from the given view and then draw horizontal line from here to here. Okay, so we have this. All right, so then the width of this now will now be the width of the rectangle that we are given, which is 50 millimeters. So we are going to take a measurement of 50 millimeters from this point. So we take 50 millimeters from this point down. So this is 50 millimeters, and then we are to draw horizontal line. So from here to here. So here we have this horizontal line. All right, so looking at what we have here, so I'm going to have this is point 1 and 1 prime. So 1 prime. Okay, so the line that I said we are going to see on the solid. Okay, then this is 0, and then here we have 0 prime. Okay, then here we have what we have 2, and this is 2 prime, and then here we have 0.3. Okay, and then here we have 0.3 prime. Okay, so we have this. All right, so looking at what we have now, as I said, that this line we are going to see it as a thick line. We are going to see this edge. Okay, so we see this edge very well, so we make it a thick line. And also we are going to see this. Okay, so this is 0.22 prime. So we see this line as an edge, okay, at this point. But for this one, 0 is under, so we can't see it when we are looking at it from the top. So this line should be drawn with short dashes line. So we have this line to be a short dashes line. Okay, so that's how we are going to have it, and that is what they want to see in our work. If they want to know if we actually understand the topic, so then we make this line a thick line from here to here. All right, so the whole of this line, so the whole of this horizontal line will be a thick line all through from here to this end. Okay, and then this will also be a thick line from here to this end here. So we have this now. All right, so this is the plan. Okay, this is the elevation. So let us also make the elevation. Let's make it more feasible by making it this a thick line, and also we make this a thick line from here to here. So we have this, and then so this line is also a thick line from here down, and then this line will be a thick line from here, so down here. All right, so we have it now. So let's go for the end elevation direction of arrow y as we are told. So arrow y is in this direction as we have it in the given view. So we have arrow y in this direction. So okay, let's put it there. All right, so what we are going to do now is that, so we are going to extend this horizontal line from the plan. So extend this horizontal line in this direction, because we are asked to draw the orthographic the views in first angle projection, first angle orthographic projection. Then draw this in this direction, then come to this point here. So come to this point and draw this line, and then so come to this point 3 here. So this point 3, so draw this line. So point 3, at point 3, so looking at this line is not straight. Okay, so this line also is not straight. Okay, all right, so then we come to this point. So we draw a horizontal line in this direction, and then we come to this point here. So we also draw a line in this direction. Okay, then we come to this point 2. So we draw a line in this direction. So we have these lines. All right, so now, so what we are going to do now, just as we do for normal orthographic projection, okay, so we take now it's a 45 degrees square, so bring it to this point here, and then we draw a line at 45 degrees to these horizontal lines. So we draw like this. Okay, so what we are to do now to bring out the end elevation, so we come to this point where this line intersects this horizontal line. So draw up a vertical line. So draw a vertical line up like this. Okay, then come to this point here, also draw a vertical line up, so which goes like this. We have this. All right, so what we want to bring out here, what they want to see in our drawing for this end elevation is this. Now when I'm standing here looking at the object in this direction, the solid in this direction, I'm going to see the line at this point 0 here. I will see the line at this point 0 that connect 0 and 0 prime together. Then I will also see the line at this point 1 that connect 1 and 1 prime together. I will see the line at this point 2 that connect 2 and 2 prime together. But this line at 3 that connect 3 and 3 prime together will be hidden from me because I'm standing here. So let's bring it out as I said. So we are going to, so here we have, so let's bring it out. So here we have, so as I said that the line at this point 0, so let's number this. So this is going to be, so this is 0, and then here we have 0 0 prime here as we have it here. So this is 0, so we follow this. Here we have 0 here, and then here we have what we have 0 prime. Then also, so at this point here we have what we have this to be 3, so this will be 0.3 and this will be 0.3 prime. Okay, so as we have it here, this is 3, so following this, and 3 prime, so we have this. Then here we have this to be 1, so this is 1 and this is 1 prime here. So if you follow this, this is 1. Okay, and then here we have 1 prime, we have 1 prime here. Then we have what here we have 2, and then we have what we have 2 prime. As we have here, this is 2 and then this is 2 prime. Okay, so we have numbered right now. So as I said, that the line at this point 0 0 prime will be a thick line. I will see it clearly because I'm looking at the whole object in this direction. So here we have this to be a thick line from here to here. Okay, all right, so then the line at 3 here, as I said, that is going to be a hidden line because I can't see it standing here. It will be hidden from me. So that means we have this line to be short, to be a short dashes line. So make it a short dashes line like this. All right, so we have this. Then the line at 1, I'm going to see it clearly as a thick line. So we make this line a thick line from here to here. And also the line at 2, I will see it as a thick line. So we make this line a thick line. Then we are going to make this line. So make it a thick line all through to this from 2 prime to 0 prime. And also from 2 to 0, we also make this line a thick line from here down. All right, so we have this. Okay, now so we have finished this work. So as we are asked to do, so this is the given view that we have drawn. Okay, then here we have the plan for question Roman figure 2, and then end elevation direction of ROY. We have what we have this shape here. It's as simple as I've done it here. All you have to do is to practice. A question like this usually come out under inclined solids. So at on my YouTube channel, I have a playlist which I created for inclined solids. Okay, so you can open the playlist and watch all. Probably a question will come out from there this year. So thank you and God bless you.